ME Engineer is an app that's available on Android and on Apple and on Windows, and you can also get a version which runs on your laptop. On there, it's taking you through air conditioning, heating, ventilation, controls. By going to air conditioning, on there we've got an option about service information, which is going to take you through onto, for example, so if we go into City Multi, we can go on to things like refrigerant charge calculations, error codes, but we've also got the options there, for example, onto dip switches. So for example, it will take you to a specific model. So for example, there we're going with size 45 kilowatt heat recovery unit. Press next, and it'll take you through dip switches such as what the liquid temperature is, discharge temperature, things like that. The handy thing with this is we can actually input that data, and when we're happy with that information, we press the finish and that data gets sent through to the after sales team. Before that though, if we look at error codes, and we're going to go on to aircon, we're going to go into error code there, and rather than working out which unit you're connected to, it will recognize whichever unit you have. So we go U1, for example, as an error code, press return, look up the code, and it tells me it's on a Mr. Slim unit because it recognizes it from the error code. It tells you what the problem is, gives a description of that particular problem, and then a checking procedure. If you still haven't got to the end of the problem here, you can go onto the online documents, which will bring in the service manuals and things like that. But you can also, if you want to do it at that point, give our after sales team a call by all means. This is here as a guide that can be used with the after sales. Onto refrigerant charge calculations, kind of thing we do on the install side of things. So we select which range we're looking at. So for example, we'll say M series. We'll select the product range. So specific unit, press on the next, and what it's going to do, it's going to guide me through pipe lengths, and from that work out exactly how much refrigerant I'm going to require, if any. So in this situation, I've got enough charge to do the actual unit already because it's only a 5 meter pipe run, and it gives me a total charge for the system. Let's have a look at some of the other features we have here. On the heating side of things, we've also got the same information again, but we've also got the option of things like spare parts lookup. So you can look up specific items for spares. And for example, also on ventilation side of things, we've got again the error codes. We've also got service information on here as well. And it's getting me onto product information or installation manuals if I require them as well. Again, quite a few of these are links to other websites that we have. And on the control side of things, the remote controls and interfaces. So for example, there's the centralized controller. There's the AE200, which is the current one we have, and that's taking me straight to the instruction manual as well. So it's a way of guiding you to information more quickly. So the top right hand corner, we've got a little camera button. If we click on the camera button, that's going to take you into the option of doing a QR code. So the QR code can be seen on the data plate on the side of the unit. So click on the camera button and on the camera button, and then we bring in the QR code, and that identifies the unit for me. If I'm happy with this model, say this is my model, and it brings information specific to that unit.